a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but that beautiful, a rich man's world. I have turned the soul of this beautiful land, but
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Consumer Sense Podcast. Today, we are going to be talking about all things college, of what you should bring, what you shouldn't bring, and some deals to look out for. Today, we're joined with, I'm Caitlin.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Vincent.
And I'm Nathan.
So, we're going to get started and tell you guys, first with the Instagram, we had you guys fill out what you think you should bring to college, and we'll kind of talk about. We have 4 items. So, first, someone said a Brita water bottle is a lifesaver.
I agree. I think a Brita water bottle, especially in college, you don't know where you're getting your water from, like the next place. Each building is different, and some of the water, at least like at certain campuses, just does not taste the same as like other water. So a Brita water bottle is definitely a good thing to have. I had one for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say you definitely want to have something with any form of like filtration just going into college, because as they were saying, you don't know where it's coming from, especially here in Pittsburgh. You don't really know what the city water is all about, so you definitely it's just better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, I have just like a regular Brita filter. I've never heard of a Brita water bottle. Is it like a different thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a water bottle, and it has a straw, and you open it up, and when you pour it in, it filters it. Like, it has a filter built into it. Or, yeah, when you sip it through the straw, it, like, goes through the filter. It's not bad, but it's one of those things that you kind of, change out the filter in your water bottle, and, like, are people going to do that? Mm-hmm. You never know. And it's like a straw, too, so not everyone wants one with a straw. Mm-hmm. But a Brita is good, too, just a regular one, if you have room in your little tiny dorm fridge. But also, like, are you going to fill up, do you fill up your Brita, Vincent?
I fill it up.
Good for you.
Like, says it's filtered, and then I filter it again through the Brita, so people make fun of me for double filtering water, like I'm going to trust the water that's in that filter. So.
And he hasn't been sick since.
I haven't, since ever.
So it's worth it, I guess. The next person said to bring an umbrella. I think this is an important one. A lot of people forget about that, and it's raining a lot in Pittsburgh, so I would recommend bringing an umbrella.
I kind of think, I don't know. I'm one of those people that I would never, you just won't catch me with an umbrella. Like, I'm not walking with one. I'm not going to remember to bring it. I'm not going to want to carry it. Like, I'm just going to wear a rain jacket instead.
That's exactly how it was with me this semester and like this entire year. I haven't had an umbrella. Kind of regretted that sometimes, but I don't think it's anything you can't get with just another jacket.
Mm-hmm.
I do sometimes, though, like, even if I remember to bring my rain jacket, sometimes I realize, like, my backpack's soaking wet, depending on if it's, like, how hard it's raining. Yeah. And that could be bad, like, if, your laptop's in there. One time my laptop got kind of wet from that, so maybe you would want an umbrella. I don't know. I've gotten by without it, though.
Yeah, last year I didn't have an umbrella. I've never owned a raincoat. So this year I have an umbrella. I'll go full Mary Poppins if I have to. So umbrella, very clutch, would 100% recommend. My grandpa gave it to me, so.
That's really interesting that you didn't have either option.
No.
You just kind of walked in the rain.
Yeah, I just walk in the rain.
Okay. Next, someone said to bring an air fryer. This is very controversial, as we talked about it on our last podcast. I don't think you can have them in the dorm, to be honest, and I feel like that's just a hassle.
Yeah, I'm anti-air fryer. I think it's a...
Yeah, I'm pro air fryer. It's you just need an air fryer. You just have to have it. It's a must-have.
I'm pro air fryer as well. Microwave food is terrible, especially
That's
when
true.
you eat it a lot. It just gets so old so quick, and I wish they let us keep air fryers here.
That's true. I just think, I don't know. If you're going to have an air fryer, like, you got to get rid of something. Like, do you get rid of your microwave?
Mm-hmm. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
Where do you stack it? Do you stack it all on top of each other?
Yes, and yeah. You stack it on top of the fridge. And if you have to get rid of the microwave, I'd rather have the air fryer than the microwave.
That's a good point.
That makes sense then.
That's fair.
I guess you give and take with them. And then the last person said patience, which I definitely agree. You definitely need patience coming to college. Yeah. Thought I'd mention that. That's a funny one. But, okay, now we're going to talk about what we think you should bring to college. So, first I'd say a fan. I'd say the dorms, you never know if it's going to be hot in there, it's cold. You can never control the settings. I would definitely recommend bringing a fan.
Yeah, you can even get, like, I had one of those little tiny fans that you would clip on to the side of your bed, and I don't know. The way our beds were, though, at our school, like, the clip was too small, so I never used it, not one time. But I wish I had a fan that could, maybe if you got to test it out. But one of the low clip ones is easy enough to bring, and it's not too bulky or anything.
My fan is like probably my number one possession that I own here because it's gotten me through so many of those days where it's just like the weather's weird. For some reason, it's hot in every building. You just need it. You can't live without it. I can't live without it.
Yeah, for me, here's what I'll have to say. If you live in St. Anne's, you need a fan. Otherwise, you don't really need a fan. Last year, I needed a fan every day. This year, I just haven't used it.
Yeah, I think it's good to mention, too, that you are finishing up your freshman year. So
Yes.
definitely everything you can tell us if it's actually something you need or not.
Yeah,
And then,
fan 100%. That's a no-brainer. That's got to be like top of the list.
Fans also give you a little bit of white noise too if you have it on at night, because sometimes I don't know. I remember the dorm rooms, like it would just be pitch black and just completely silent. But
do you have any must-haves for college?
yeah, I was kind of thinking of like some things that you just don't think about bringing, like a pair of scissors, definitely like a garbage bin, but maybe garbage bags too. And it doesn't have to be like a huge garbage bin. I don't know. It depends. Like usually there's a garbage in your hallway, so you can throw things out in the hallway. Another thing, like just a small thing, but like a stapler. I think you should have a stapler, because if you don't, a lot of, at least at Duquesne, the classrooms don't have staplers. So if you ever are turning something in, like that, like an essay or some kind of paper, or you're just like making a study guide, I don't know, it might be nice to have a stapler.
To the library and then staple.
Yeah, like I don't want to walk
It's
to
a
the
hassle.
library.
But I've only needed a stapler like 4 or 5 times because you have to turn everything in online now. So
That's true.
So is that embarrassing that I was turning stuff in for a while with just paper clips?
Yes.
Just paper clips with the stack of paper? Is that like
No, it's
I
not
would-
embarrassing.
is that like heinous behavior off limits?
It's
I think so. I think your teachers were probably annoyed if the paper clip fell off and then your papers all got messed up.
well, honestly, I haven't had in high school. I had a professor that wouldn't accept paper clips. Like people didn't come to class with their essays stapled, and he took off like 2 points for it. And some people were trying to like use a paper clip, and he's like, "No, I said staple."
So
So,
it's
but
ingrained
it's so
that you
maybe a
have to.
professor would be like that, but so far I haven't had an issue
I've
in
never
college.
used paperclip. I've always used tape. Like I'll get a piece of tape and put it over the corner.
That's funny. But do you have any other ones that you're thinking of? Or
I think those were my suggestions. I was going to ask a question with your fridge, with your dorm fridge. Are we pro freezer? Do you think it's necessary?
I think you must have a freezer, because how do you have ice? You don't have a freezer.
Yeah, I just didn't have ice back in
Really?
back in the dorms. Yeah, I don't know, just cold water, but
Last year, I was just chilling in my room, right? One of my friends walks into my room, goes into my freezer, and takes out his ice cream that he put in our freezer because he didn't have a freezer. So he just walked into our room and just put it in the freezer. So if you're going to have ice cream, you need a freezer.
Or you could just be like me, don't have a freezer, eat the Ben and Jerry's in one sitting. No one's mad. No
Yeah,
one's
there you
mad,
go.
I promise.
But so you don't need ice ever?
No, you kind of learn to live without it, I guess.
yeah.
Pretty frugal as a freshman in college, I guess.
I agree though. I guess like the only thing I would use the freezer for would be like ice cream. And
Yeah.
at least for my 2 years in living in dorms, my roommate also had a fridge with a freezer, because we just never communicated when we moved in, so we each had our own fridge. But I just had the little one with no freezer, so it kind of worked out.
That makes sense then. Do you have any things you definitely should bring to college? Or do you want me to rattle some off and then we kind of debate them?
I got a quick story.
Okay.
This this might make me seem like not the smartest guy out there.
I'm worried.
So, when I moved in, like 2 years ago or whenever it was, I did not know that we needed to bring food, like just like to have snacks and stuff like that. I did not know that. I thought
Did you
that.
think it was going to be like provided for you in the room?
No, I just thought like
Think it's a
whenever I
hotel.
needed to, I could just leave my room and there'd be food somewhere.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I did not know that. So when my mom bought me a bunch of food, I was so confused. I was like, why did you buy me food? I can just get food whenever I want. So bring snacks. That's
Snacks.
my recommendation.
Bring snacks.
Okay then. So you just thought you were just gonna eat at the dining hall hours and never go anywhere else for snacks?
Pretty much, yeah.
Interesting. That's a good one. I definitely say a few more things that you need to bring. Bring a desk lamp. You don't want to, at least personally, my roommate and I did not want to ever turn on the overhead light, especially at night. It was just so bright. So we would use our desk lamps, especially if one person went to bed or studying. Also bring a shower caddy and shower shoes. But if the shower caddy is like a hard material and not like a fabric material, that's better because I think it's easier to clean and the water won't get stuck in it.
100%. If you go to like the communal showers without shower shoes, you're just asking for something bad to happen.
Yeah, you want like foot fungi or something. I would not do that. And then also I think you need to bring like a first aid kit. I feel like people forget about that, like Band-Aids, Advil, Tylenol. Like I personally, when I came freshman year, like I had a whole bin of just random stuff that I thought I would need because I think when you get here, you just kind of can't expect to, I'll just walk downstairs in my kitchen and like the medicine cabinet will have something. So I feel like those are big things that people don't always think about. Any others?
One of the things that I actually brought that's helped me a couple times, just with, little things here and there, just bring some sort of like toolbox.
Yeah.
Having one screwdriver can make such a big difference. I didn't, realize that, but I asked my mom one day for it because we were trying to, Duquesne, you're not watching. We were trying to like undo the windows so you could open them a little bit more, and you need a screwdriver. So just keep that in mind, everybody.
That's good to know.
Yeah, you never know. Something might break your chair. My chair was always a little too wobbly.
If you had a screwdriver, you could have fixed it.
Yeah, if only I had one of those.
Yeah.
I also think like a Tide stick, not just for your clothes, but I don't know. There's been a few times where I'm eating my bed because, that's my kitchen also. And I don't know what happened. I'd have to use the Tide stick so much. I had to get like a second one.
Yeah. That's a good thing to have.
I ran out of shout, like the whole big bottle.
Oh my gosh.
I spill food on myself a lot while eating. I don't think I've eaten a bowl of soup this year without spilling it.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Because every time I eat, like these little things on my sweatshirt like get dipped into the bowl.
Invest in like a bib instead, an apron.
Yeah, what's cheaper, the apron or the Tide
3
stick?
bottles of shout per year.
I'd rather have the Tide stick.
No, that is smart.
I mean, for Caitlin and I too, when we were freshmen, it was 2020 and 2021. So we couldn't eat at the dining hall. We had to eat in our room.
Yeah. So you had to bring meals back to
yeah,
your
like, I
desk.
mean, it was either your desk or, like, your bed, depending on how you were feeling that day, I guess.
Yeah, but that makes sense. But I definitely think we should mention some things you do not need. I feel like you always see articles of you need to bring this, or your mom tries to convince you to bring 30 million extra things that you actually do not need, and it takes up space. And being in a dorm, it's small. You don't have a lot of room, especially sharing it with a roommate. You can't just all bring everything that you want. So I'd say probably one of the first things is tons of T-shirts. I don't think you need to bring a lot of T-shirts. You will get so many free on campus, especially the first week of school. There's always free T-shirt giveaways. Definitely bring some of your favorite, but I would say you don't need tons of them.
I've never gotten a free T-shirt.
Oh,
You haven't been in the right place at the right time.
they always have free T-shirt giveaways.
Never gotten.
Oh, okay.
I went to like one boys soccer game this fall and I got a free T-shirt. So
Oh, I did get one.
You got
Oh,
At a
okay.
basketball game. The Duquesne Red Out.
I have like probably 15 T-shirts for no reason. I wear maybe 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I rotate my T-shirts.
Okay.
So get all of them in.
T-shirt rotation.
Yeah, make sure you get them all in. I would say also you don't need like an iron or an ironing board. Maybe a handheld steamer if you think you need that. I personally have one because my mom told me to bring it, and I've never used it once. So
A steamer.
yeah, like a little handheld steamer.
What about a clothing rack? What do you think about, like, or a drying rack?
I like a drying rack. I'd recommend. It takes up space, but what do you
My
guys think?
roommate uses it. I've never used one though.
No, I don't have one.
Yeah, I don't use one. But Caitlin and her roommate last year, they'd both have drying racks, and
Yeah,
you'd
it
go in
would
their
be
room
bad.
and it'd be
Our
like,
room
you
was
can't get on anywhere.
Yeah, our room was small, and we'd both put up our drying racks.
The
My
drying
roommate uses 2 of them. He gets the one that he has, and then there's one in like the laundry room that he brings into our room. So there's just
Oh my
2
gosh.
drying racks. So when I walk into the room, I have to like parkour over my bed to get to my desk.
That's funny. I'd also say a printer. You do not need a printer.
No.
Not at all.
You can print
Not
for
at
free
all.
on campus. Yeah, a lot of people
And
bring them still.
They
just
work
take up
better, too. The
space.
printers are confusing.
And you already pay for it. At least at Duquesne, you it's paid within your tuition that you get a allotted amount per semester. So I'd recommend just using that. I'd also say don't bring a lot of pillows. Like, bring what you need on your bed. Don't bring like just extra stuff to decorate, because it just, where do you put it on the floor when you're sleeping? Like, it just takes up so much space.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I think just in general with a dorm room, like, saving space is the name of the game. That's exactly what you want to do. So anything that you don't think will be like a necessity all the time, then you can consider leaving it.
Yeah, I would say definitely pack efficiently. Freshman year, I lived in a building on campus that had 14 floors, but the elevator stopped at 13. So you had to walk up a flight of stairs every day. And thankfully, I didn't have to like carry stuff up the stairs, because we had like people to help move you in with orientation. But it was terrible having to walk up the flight of stairs carrying heavy things up when I did need to do that. And like leaving for the semester, I had to carry them down. So I'd recommend just pack efficiently, because you never know if there's an elevator in your building or you're going to be walking up tons of flights of stairs. Any other things you guys can think about you must bring or you shouldn't bring?
I would say a must bring is batteries.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's
That's good
a good
to
one.
mention.
That's a
one.
good point.
Yeah, I feel like you can never go wrong without having an extra set of them, because you never know when you need them for something.
Yeah, a couple double A's, triple A's.
Yeah.
Even it's not a necessity, but like, how do you feel about the lights that you put on your walls?
Like the LED
Like the LED
lights?
lights, yeah.
Oh, they definitely would make it a lot better if you have them, or like if you can find like a good set of them, definitely get them.
They're
That's
a
what I would
nice
say.
gift too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For
Or-
someone going to college, it's a nice little gift, because it's not that hard to set up, and it does kind of make a difference. Like, at least last year, my roommate had them, so like I had them too, and it was like a remote control one, and we never had the overhead light on, like you were saying, because sometimes it is kind of, at least at night too, it's harsh. Yeah,
Yeah.
like if you don't have a dimmer or
I'd
something,
say some
then
sort
you
of
want
LED lights or string lights. Those are really good to have.
It can help keep the room. Oh, sorry. You
Go ahead.
I was gonna say it can help keep the room pretty fresh, because with just those overhead lights, it's just the one same thing, and it is all just kind of bland. So you definitely want something that can switch it up once in a while.
I'm a big fan of the bright lights. I like the lights on as bright as they can be. I have the curtain open at all times when it's sunny out. It's just, I like the light flowing in, so not a big LED guy.
Interesting.
even in the morning.
Even in the morning.
Wow.
Even like, I'll take naps with the lights fully on. Yeah.
That's good to know.
Interesting.
It's kind of hardcore.
Yeah. I would say also some deals I recommend for going back to college. Definitely take advantage of stores that offer student discounts. A lot of times if you just show your student ID, or over the summer, if you show some sort of email that when your start date for college is, they'll let you get some sort of discount on your purchase. Also, places like Student Beans or Unidays, if you sign up for those, they have tons of discounts. And then also, if you get like text alerts or emails, I know like Target does them, Bed Bath & Beyond has college deals, the Container Store. I think there's tons of different options out there, so definitely check those out.
I would say, for 2 things of advice, try not to procrastinate moving or getting everything that you need for moving in, because I did that, and in Pittsburgh, I was moving in 2 days before when everyone was moving in. We went to the Target somewhere like nearby, and it was crazy in there. Like, I've never seen so many people in a Target, and everyone was buying all the same stuff. They have the dorm fridges and everything. They were like, there's like one left. Like, it was crazy. So and everything was on back order. It was ridiculous. So try to do it ahead of time. Also, when you're moving in and you put everything in your bins and stuff to move in, like, try to label it too, because that's something that people, first time, like freshmen, people that have no siblings or older siblings, they didn't know that. And if people are helping you move stuff in, it could easily get lost. So just have it labeled if you can.
I still have stickers of stuff that say Santa Anne's
Same,
319
same.
Yeah.
Wait. What room?
319.
No way.
No way!
You're literally
Oh my
joking. That's where I am right now.
Are you serious?
I
No
swear.
way.
What's up, man?
Oh my god! That's crazy.
Oh my gosh. That's insane. Yeah, what a room.
This has never
I-
happened in the
I-
history of Consumer Sense.
I need to visit.
Yeah, come on and visit whenever, man.
Come
Oh
home.
my god, that's crazy.
Come see what he did with the
Wow.
place.
That's
He
actually
probably has
insane.
string lights up. 'cause he
Left
doesn't
side
use
of the
overhead
room or
lighting.
right side?
when you first walk into the right.
Oh, okay. I'm on the left. So we're
you
not exactly the
You
same.
got Mitchell's side.
I got the big side without that block.
Nice.
Yeah.
You got
Wow.
thermostat.
That's funny.
I chose
That's
my
crazy.
side.
What are the odds of that?
Wow.
Yeah. But
Wow.
any other last minute recommendations you guys think? Anything that you can think of on the top of your head that what's something that maybe you have this year that has really saved you?
A TV stand.
Mhm.
Last year they gave me a TV stand, and I was expecting that they'd give me one again this year, and they didn't. So I bought like a shoe rack on Amazon, and that's what I'm using for my TV stand this year. So.
I would say this is kind of niche, but like different blocks for like chargers. So you've got the one that'll like whichever one your phone is on, and then get like one more block for just something else, just
Yeah.
anything else, because you will need it.
You can never have too many outlets.
There's so
Yeah.
many things that you'll need cords for.
Yeah, I'd say probably the extension cords. That's a good thing to mention too, because you never know where your outlets are going to be in the room.
Definitely get an extension cord.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, I think that's all we have for you guys today.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, and be sure to check us out on social media at Consumer Sense. Thank you again, and as we always say, we make sense for you.